Alrighty. Alrighty, that is on. Cool. What's up, guys? How is it going? How goes your Sunday evening? Let's bust into it. I think I've got everything set up. I think this button mutes the audio. No, it unmutes it. Okay, good. Alright, I'm gonna mute it, and then when I get into the game, we'll unmute it just to make sure it's not going to blast out in the eardrums. Load this up. Alright, it may be loud. It's not loud at all. Because I didn't unmute it. I'm an idiot. Now, why can't I hear it? Hold on. What am I even doing? I'm just going to unmute it. Screw it. Alright, let me get this screen over here. Full screen. TTS does not seem to be fixed. Let's watch some.
I can't
watch some
hear
plot.
you. I'm not listening.
If you hadn't infected my suit, we wouldn't be stranded here in this
I
forsaken...
object to the term infected. Some of my best friends are viruses. I prefer the term select.
Get the hell out of my suit, you annoying little bug.
That's Mr. Little Bug to you. And I would love to leave this rapidly ripening Robbie the Robot fat suit, Miss Au Natural, but it appears that we are stuck with each other. Besides, there's nothing stopping you from leaving my suit.
Actually, Arthur, that's not a bad idea.
What are you doing? You took me serious. You're not supposed to do that. You'll be unprotected. Don't drink the water!
How did she survive? Yeah, we're getting a gratuitous butt shot. Didn't she die? You don't even know what the plot is? Time travel is the plot. Spin. We're not the protag. I mean, that person there was not the protagonist. What?
Commander, I'm receiving a priority message from Frontier Outpost Helm.
On main screen.
The vessel has ignored all hailing attempts. All electronic systems were disrupted when it arrived. Our station is beginning to drift. Any symbiometry ships within this sector, please assist.
Can we make it there in time?
No, sir, we're too far. Scanners indicate that there's a large vessel next to the outpost. Wait. Commander, I'm detecting a huge displacement wave emanating from the space around the vessel.
Oh, Lord. There must be thousands.
There are more ships appearing on the border.
All systems are shorting out. Energy levels are up. Escape!
Wait.
Outpost Helm, this is a science vessel Oracle. Please respond. Can you hear me? Helm, this is a science vessel Oracle. Please respond. Are you reading me? Please respond. Helm, this is a science vessel Oracle. Can you respond? Do you hear me?
They have returned.
This is already ridiculous. She has an R2. Yeah, she had one too. We did it. We did the video game. I seem to be missing. Full screen mode is to turn on the stupid mobile camera. I know the audio's gone.
Remove the power cores.
But, sir...
You have your orders, Dalton.
Hold it, Will.
Agent Blackwood. The decree was just handed down from the Earthworld Senate.
We can't just shut everything down. This is insanity. We have a responsibility to safeguard history, Commissioner.
That responsibility has been revoked. All time travel operation has been suspended. Gage, this comes from higher up.
What about Agent 3? She's still out there hiding in the stream. We already know what she's capable of. We can't shut down TSA with her at large.
The Agent 3 case has been closed. There's no evidence she's survived. We've scoured the time stream for a month and turned up nothing. She's gone, Gage.
She knows exactly how we coordinate pursuit missions. With her training, she could easily be avoiding detection. We're making a tragic mistake, Jack.
I have orders to deliver all jumpsuit cores to the World Senate. I will appeal there and fight this with all my influence. Until I settle this, I need you to uphold the suspension and take command of the TSA. Can I count on you, Gage?
Yes, sir.
Okay, is the mic back on? I see that we are actually out of sync. Your AOL joke was good. Crap, Brian. I'm not fully sure on how to fix that. Unless I do like an audio delay sync. This game is bad.
Thomas. Elliot, your fears have been confirmed. The Kothalas have returned.
Oh, I should have told him more when he came. Now my people, my planet, are in terrible danger. Old friend, I need you to do something for me.
Need you to kiss me. Right on the ear. Right here. Just a little smooch. Oh, he's dead.
Goodbye, old friend. May you find peace at last.
I'd like to get out of the video game opening so we can work on fixing the audio.
One thing I didn't tell you, Gage. You're gonna have to do the rest without me. I'm the virus. Thanks for the adventure. I'll see you on the other side.
What's going on? What did you do? What did you do?
Oh, that's right. That's what happened in the last game.
What are you still doing here, Gage?
was hoping to jog some memories of this. It's strange. I don't remember anything of Arthur.
It's not strange at all. You were mind-wiped. Those synapses, those memories are gone. Those events had to be selectively erased.
I know I shouldn't remember him, but I feel an absence I can't explain.
An absence of Arthur?
When Agent 3 captured me, Arthur sacrificed himself to save my life. From these logs, I can tell we endured a lot together.
It was all terrible.
I can't recall a single moment.
That's it. She just hooked up the pipeline I needed. I'm gonna swim up and see if I can stop her.
Good, you're awake. Don't bother trying
Gage,
to
you gotta
move
see
your
this.
suit's disabled.
Fallon Prison. It was only 10 years ago today that his plot to assassinate the Cyrolan delegate during Earth's induction into the Symbiotry was thwarted by the heroics of Gage Blackwood, Agent 5 of the Temporal Security Agency. Sinclair will be remembered as both the greatest
Does he
scientist
remember
of our
this?
time and as the greatest threat to Earth's history. Once again, Dr. Elliot Sinclair, the father of time travel, has died at Vega Fallon Prison.
It was just the parts of the second game that got mind warped. Mind wiped, I mean.
Not now!
I've pinpointed the rip. Origin Mediterranean 1262 BC. It's caused a... Gage, there's a temporal distortion wave heading towards the present and it's amplifying exponentially.
Agent 3, she's finally made her move now that TSA is completely crippled. Will, you have to install a new core for my suit.
Commissioner Baldwin took all the cores. We don't have time to construct a new one.
There must be something. What about reactivating the Pegasus device?
That old time machine? Not a chance. It's been shelved for years. Gage, we're suspended. We don't have many options.
Forget the suspension, Will. That wave will rewrite history. There must be a way to stop it.
It might solve a mystery. Or rewrite history.
For me. Damn it, Will. Tell me how to go back while there's still time.
There's one very dangerous possibility. Follow me.
It sure is an opening to the video game. I don't remember the last time I saw a video game opening this long.
I'm not supposed to show this, even to you. But under the circumstances, well, here it is. The chameleon jumpsuit.
It looks way less stupid than the other suits. The DeLorean's impractical. We don't have time to drive.
How long have you been keeping a secret from me?
I began working on the prototype about a year ago. It utilizes holotechnology, allowing an agent to assume any virtual disguise in its database. It was intended for your deep time research unit.
Someone performed a stream dive with it?
You'd be the first, but I suppose that's nothing new. Gage, if you go, Commissioner Baldwin may never grant you another command again, or worse.
Baldwin knows it's my job to preserve history, Will. He'll understand. If he doesn't, then I guess I'll be cellmates with Agent 3 when I get back.
The game got a... They actually got a budget this time. And a full symphony. Alright.
Alright. There's no time for a full diagnostic, but I need to see if the chameleon system works. You should now see a display within your helmet. Move your cursor over me. Use it to capture my image. Hurry.
Hold on. I got like a...
We're almost out of time, Gage.
Okay.
Use the chameleon device cursor to capture my image.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. What do we need to do to fix the audio? Is game like ahead of the audio? Like, do we need to make the... Let's see. We can fix this. Delay the audio of the video game. head of the video. Let's see how we can do this. Okay. Let's do... Oh, I know what we do. I'm dumb. Not full screen cam, that's the wrong camera. What's up? No, this one. Let's do speakers with a mic offset of what? 500 milliseconds? Fake news, ninjas on mixer. I mean, yeah, we knew about that. How's that?
Good. Now my image is in your image database. Remember, you can only assume a form that is native to a time zone, which means you'll have to capture someone else's form when you're in the past. Also, you'll need to know how to initiate a temporal jump. There's a display at the top of the helmet that shows the date and the current time zone. Activate that and choose a location. You should only have one, the source of the distortion wave at 1262 BC.
Worse. Alright, so that means that what we need to put it the other direction? What if I do like the mic offset of 0, or the speaker offset of 0? And is there a way to add like delay to a browser source? Let's see. I'm trying to fix it. Hold on. Render delay? Or is this the opposite problem? Let's try this. Let me know if this is better or worse.
Quickly gauge, 1262 BC. Go!
Alright, watch him
That's
now.
it. The rest is up to you. Good luck, Gage.
Should I... Does it need more? Think it's good? Alright. Let me... Last time, you just need to get my stuff back where it needs to be. Vector there. I would like to have my there if at all possible. There we go. Real talk, guys, this is like one of the hardest video games I've it is. Am I on now? Thank you. This is the hardest video game. I thought the other games were harder, but this one will not emulate. I ended? What do you mean? Oh.
Gage, remember the smooth, sultry voice?
Oh boy.
It's me, Arthur! The Robin to your Batman,
Awesome.
the Jekyll to your Heckle, the Thing to your Thing.
I love it. We get to listen to more of this guy for a while.
Face. You remember me, right? Dimples! Remember the... from your blank stare, I would say that you don't. Oh well, I'm not hurt. But if you don't mind, I'm gonna take a look around and make myself at home. While I'm
I don't
checking
know if
things
this
out,
game
I have
is
a
good or
message from
not.
your pen pal,
I just
Agent
remember
3.
it.
Yes, Miss Joy. She left it for whoever found the suit.
My jumpsuit's the cause of the distortion wave. Once Arthur sends it to the TSA, the crisis will be over. I know everyone believes I'm a traitor, and I can't change that now. But what I have discovered is so incredible that I'm willing to turn myself in. But I can't risk being imprisoned before my discovery's investigated. So, you will follow my trail and see what I have seen. I have hidden 3 pieces of a time code that will lead you right to
Why would you
me.
do that?
The first code piece is hidden in this environment, not far from here. Arthur has the coordinates for the other 2 time zones. You will soon figure out why I placed the codes where I did. In 2 of the environments, you want to go to the highest vantage point, but in the other, go to the lowest. I implore you, keep your eyes and your mind.
Why did she make this into a puzzle?
Remember that your first duty is to history.
The good news is, I know why you don't know me. The bad news is, you were mind-wiped. 2 months ago, you were taken from the past to help save your neck in the future. Together, we stopped Agent 3's plot to frame you. But I got zapped into the time stream with her in the process. Once your name was cleared,
You guys like how
TSA
Arthur
sent
has
you
a
back
face
to your own
now?
time without any memory of the adventure, so you don't remember me. But we're back now. Together, we'll find Agent 3 and bring her back alive. Oh, this will be more exciting than a pair of pants full of geckos.
Oh, I'm so happy we have Arthur here to give
Just
us
like before, I'll
goofy,
display
wacky
icons for you to talk
tidbits.
with me. If I have a comment, the thought icon will illuminate. If you want my sage advice, check the light bulb and see if I have any help. Oh, and I took the liberty of moving into the old translator biochip. So, I'll be your universal translator now. The new coordinates are in your jump menu. Lead on, Gage.
So at 2 of these places, I need to go to the highest altitude, and at one of these places, I have to go to the lower altitude. What do you have to say, stupid chump idiot?
According to history, this uncharted island never existed. However, we are relatively close to Thera, an island that erupted in a huge volcanic explosion a few hundred years ago. The crater it left became the island of Santorini.
So, fun fact, I can't get Assassin's Creed Odyssey to work.
The destruction of Thera had far-reaching consequences. From about 1950 to 1450 BC, the Minoans of Crete ruled the Mediterranean during the golden age of their civilization. When Thera erupted around 1450 BC, volcanic ash from 70 miles away covered Crete, while tidal waves flooded the island cities, wiping out the great Minoan nation. It was later proposed by archaeologists that the lost continent of Atlantis could have shared the same fate.
Oh, aren't we like going to Atlantis? Are we going to like mythical locations in this game?
That building was not dilapidated from natural erosion. I would say that it looks freshly smashed. Who would have it in for a windmill?
Do you have an idea? Does this...
If we overcome these stairs, we could get to the top of the windmill and have a nice view of this entire island. But I don't see any other way to go up other than those broken stairs. Maybe if I threw your legs over that bottom step and climbed up your spine... God, I wish I had a button.
That's not going to work, Arthur. I got a regular code for it, and the cloud gaming is gone.
Clean up aisle 2.
Oh, good. I have to remember not to push that button anymore.
In order to get to the top of the windmill, we need to find a way to get up to that bottom step. Something like a rope would do the trick.
I wonder if clicking the light bulb like takes points.
In order to get to the top of the windmill,
I don't even know if there are points in this. You apparently can't die in this game. Don't see anything worthwhile to pick up in here, so let's make our way out here. Yeah, I want to say that Atlantis is one of the locations, as well as like, what, El Dorado might be one of them? Something like that. I could be wrong. Supposedly there was supposed to be a fourth game in this series, but the
That derelict boat seems to be in a hurry to leave the island. Hold on, there's somebody on that boat.
Yeah, of course there is.
Familiar. Call me time-space happy, but I swear that's Dr. Elliot Sinclair, the scientist who invented time travel. The guy you put away for 10 to 20 at Vega Thalon. He could be Sinclair's distant cousin. And you know what that means. Baldness is hereditary.
Wait, we just happened to show up here? Or is this just because this is where the coordinates are? Okay, how do I get over there? Oh, you're responding to Willow. I was wondering where that was coming from. What did Willow say? Would you rather be on an airplane between two arguing passengers or next to a screaming infant? I would rather be next to a screaming infant, because infants can't, you know, they're just babies. They don't know better.
Agent 3 said 2 of the time codes would be found at locations with high vantage points. Well, that windmill is the tallest thing still standing around here.
Alright, so I need to find like a rope to get up the windmill. Maybe some alcohol. I don't think that's very responsible. I believe the topic would be interesting. I feel like there's a very strong possibility that, you know, they're arguing about something like politics, and I would rather gouge out my ears than sit between two people being idiots about like politics or religion or something. It's like, just stop arguing. We're on a plane together.
Either Agent 3 has sent us to languish in a deep well, or we shrank into your turtleneck.
Okay, what's down here? Anything? Ooh, my first item, a rock. Do I get to keep it? I don't get to keep it.
If this is a well, then one of my wishes is to be in a bigger well. If this well works like I think it does, pulling that lever on the wall drops the stone slab over the floor drain, allowing water to fill the well. Or with our luck, it unleashes the well-dwelling piranha.
Alright then. That is a intense water stream.
Next time we vacation in the past, I'll bring my swim trunks. So what's next? Bungee jumping off the pyramids? Bull leaping in Crete?
It's a well, Arthur. It's not exactly a thrill ride.
Did you hear that noise? Sounds like there's some kind of commotion going on in the distance.
Doesn't having running water defeat the whole purpose of having a well? Maybe it's rationing? I don't know. I don't argue with ancient well technology. I remember one very specific part of the game. Like literally one part. And it's not even a good
How
scene.
typical. Every time we go to a theme park, all the good rides are closed.
Yeah, here we go.
For once, I'm at a loss for words. I can't think of a reason why those piñatas are here. Pre-Columbian South American cultures were never really known to be avid balloonists. But then again, according to my knowledge of this time period, there was no record for this civilization.
There's some people who like balloons.
The balloon closer to the ground appears to have been damaged. I can see that the higher balloon appears to be in better shape. It has an attached gondola.
Can I go up into it?
With the attached baskets, the natives could have used these balloons for transport.
I want to go up in the balloon. How do I want to drag that balloon down so I can get up into it. There is a snark to him.
We need to find a way to bring that lower balloon down to our level. Whatever mechanism they use to manipulate the balloon is broken.
Okay. What?
Let's improvise. Remember the bucket crank on the well? You could attach it to the end of the lever arm and use it as a winch to reel the lower balloon down.
Okay, so he just flat out tells us the answer, huh? I kind of... First of all, that would have been nice to know before I got out of the well. So now I gotta go back to the well and pick up that terrible thing. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Pyrie. There is very much a annoying sidekick aspect to their voices that they've already got. It's kind of terrible.
That large wheel winch controls the rope and bucket system for the well.
Oh, is that it? Alright. I'd like to go back, thank you. Well, like in the last game, I definitely did not hit it a whole bunch, because, you know, gotta get all the points, but I don't really think I care about the points. I kind of just want to experience the video game and hear more hilarious Arthur quips. I think this is all the black I need, actually.
Okay, now we have the balloon, but something is missing. Let's see. Hot air? Me. Check. Flippant flight attendant? Me again? Check. An uncertified pilot? Namely you? Check. Seats. Ah, we need a cockpit. Let's look around for a basket or something.
Alright. What do we got? We got anything? Oh. What, did it... Alright. I guess if we're not standing there, it goes off without us. I knew there was like another direction to go. Maybe there's a basket up this way.
Whatever tore through here seemed intent on breaking and scorching everything. From what I can tell of the remains, the former culture was very advanced, and judging from the shape of this plateau, they mastered terrace farming techniques. Although they probably should have put more time into the fire department.
Are we in, like... Is this like the City of Gold? El Dorado? Like, it sounds like they're talking about, like... the South American... like, architecture and whatnot. And agriculture.
We've covered most of this plateau, and we haven't found that...
There's a basket right here.
Agent 3 said that in 2 of the environments, we needed to get to the highest vantage point. Those balloons look like they have a good view.
Grab the basket.
Look, Gage, another basket case.
Alright. Now we have a basket. Now we can get up into the balloon. And I somehow doubt that our goal is going to be up there. I kind of feel like it would make for a very short game with some very insulting puzzles if that was the case. Could you imagine if you bought like a $60 PC game and it was like literally a half hour's worth of playing? Alright, so now we got a basket.
Not exactly the prettiest balloon, but it definitely maybe should fly.
And
who am I kidding? This baby's going down.
Oh.
Why don't you go up first, Gage, and I'll go find a shovel and dig your early
You can't
grave.
leave my suit, idiot. I don't know if adventure games ever did sell for that much money, even when they were back in the day. How much did King's Quest V sell for back when in its heyday, I wonder? That's a game, though, you could get a good, 10, 20 hours out of if you didn't know what you were doing.
Do you hear a hissing noise? Yes, I'm quite aware of how annoying that is.
Thanks for your input, Arthur.
Not exactly the... Now, try not to think about the height, Gage. We're only 100 feet up. Just breathe deeply and sob into the in-flight magazine.
What am I looking at here? What is this?
And here we are in the skies, risking our very lives, waiting to observe disgusting mating patterns of the South American wallow wallow swallow. Hubba hubba.
You don't think computer games were ever successful? I thought they were.
Being up this high in a hastily constructed, barely navigable flying balloon, and knowing that you've never had a flying lesson, really puts things in perspective, Gage. I found that being hundreds of feet in the air makes me twice as frightened.
You're an AI. You're gonna be fine. Relax.
There's a rope with a hook dangling off our balloon. See if you can toss the rope to the other balloon. If you can hook the gondola, then you can pull that balloon over.
Is that what we're doing with this? Like, I saw the hook. So what, do I just have to grab this line then? I see. Could be. Like, I wonder how much people got, like, XCOM for example, like the original XCOM. This is not safe. Are you kidding? We couldn't have gotten a little closer there?
And newcomer Gage Blackwood has roped a wild air balloon in under 6 seconds. That makes him our new rodeo grand champion.
Whenever you're done talking, boss man, what is this?
There were 2 different alien groups fighting over that city. I recognized the Cyrolan ship, but I have no idea who those other vessels belong to. Maybe Agent 3 can explain more when we find her. Let's look at this time code.
Well, these prices were more like 50. Yeah, sounds about right. Like, they were expensive.
The time code you found is 1/3 of a temporal coordinate. With the other 2 pieces, I can triangulate Agent 3's location.
Well, you found one of the codes. I assume I have your interest piqued. Now, find the other pieces. There's still much more to see.
The nerve of her. Coming in here, taking over my space. Next thing you know, she'll be cleaning up my workbench.
Oh, I can move now. What is this?
We're in a null time pocket, Gage. If this place was a verb, it would be regurgitate. Agent 3 and I discovered it when we were thrown into the time stream. Not a terribly exciting place to honeymoon, but I figured it was safer than where we just were.
All right.
Gage, I think you're good for about 900 more flushes. Gage, help! We're trapped inside your screensaver!
Ugh. Oh, that's painful. All right, so where do we go now? Let's go to the Himalayan mountains, I guess. We still haven't found a rope. Do you still have screens? Does anyone still have screensavers anymore?
It's cold. I think we just arrived on Agent 3's shoulder. From the state of things, we just missed the avalanche that tore through this building.
I wonder if aliens are fighting over this place too. What your shoe size is.
Would it be improper for an artificial intelligence to go
$50.
Just one hill, Gage. Come on, it's the Himalayas.
I mean, that being said, it looks like these first 3 missions are definitely not the entire game, because we're not going to the place I remember yet.
Looks like the Grinch changed his mind about Whoville.
God, Arthur is less than useless in this. I mean, he does give hints if we ask, which is nice.
If we invented toboggans centuries before its time, we could sell them to local Tibetans and be gazillionaires in the future. Abusing time travel how? Oh, I suppose you want to save the world. What about our needs?
That's, first of all, that's incredibly unethical. Second of all, there are way better ways of abusing the time stream than that. Ooh, we got rope here. And a log and some cogs. Something down here. There's a rope. I just want a rope.
I feel like yodeling.
Whew. You know, there's an option for chatty Arthur in the options screen, and I don't have him on that. Like, there's an option to just make him never stop talking, which sounds like a hell I don't want to be a part of.
The bridge control system looked like it was broken or missing a part. Let's look around outside of the gatehouse. Maybe something important was knocked away when the avalanche hit.
I mean...
Good idea, Gage. That's it, we'll just climb down into the ravine, and then we'll just find a nice little hotel, and maybe have a light dinner, and then we'll maybe... Oh, Gage, give me some warning next time you try to kill yourself.
That's what adventure games are. This is not... This is an old style adventure game. So did we... He said look outside the guardhouse. Do you mean like down here? There's something we're missing. There we go. This is like tutorial level.
Oh my, Gage. That poor man in the snow is dead. The destruction caused by this avalanche was complete. I doubt there were any survivors.
I base this on one dead person. Obviously, everybody died. Found a stick. $78. Well, back then, this was like super impressive. Graphics, gameplay, everything was super impressive about it. It doesn't stand up today. I think we need to use this. What part of back then did you not hear? Where do I put this?
That wheel we found in the snow was probably part of the broken bridge controls. With luck, a little love, and a whole new set of bridge controls, we probably could snap the wheel back on and extend the bridge. Let's give it a try.
That's what I'm trying to do. Or there were a set of gears inside the building. Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right. I was thinking it needed to be down here, but I forgot about the gears. I gotta say, the controls look like they should be way better, but they're not. You need a stick? Doesn't look like it. Red, 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 red. I need some whites. Need to set Navi to never stop talking. Hey, listen. Okay, did we actually extend the bridge? Doesn't look like it. Oh, we think we did, actually.
Ow! I think I was sitting on my keys. From what I can see of this building, I would say that it was once a Tibetan monastery. It appears to have been knocked into this ravine by the avalanche. What a terrible loss to humanity. All of this beautiful culture and architecture destroyed.
And one person dead. My problem with Arthur is not that he talks a lot, but that the things he say are terrible and he should be ashamed by them. We'll break this window with a stick. Are we doing this? Oh, okay, we're just pushing it open? Alright. I feel like a Zelda game does not need motion controls. In any form.
Just think, if we were in the Magic Kingdom, this would be Tragedy Land.
That's probably the dumbest thing he said yet.
In case of an emergency, please exit the building over the escape Buddha in an orderly fashion.
Can we like touch its nipple? Like, is there like a button? Oh, we are actually climbing up the Buddha. Stream of Tragedy Land. Not wrong. Why did we climb up the Buddha? I mean, I'll do it again, but why does the game want me to do this? Can I actually get up here? Oh, here we go. Just to disrespect culture. Well, I bet you there's going to be a bunch of aliens coming around here. How about that?
Uh-oh, Sir Rollins. They look like they mean business. What could they be searching for here? Uh-oh. Gage. If we don't leave now, the master of the flying guillotine will finish us in a split second.
What kind of stupid weapon is that he just used? Like the slowest projectile in the world.
Nice work, Gage. I'm computing the second piece
Is he
now.
being sarcastic?
Looks like she's pretty far. How can I tell you in terms you would understand? You know how long it takes to find humor in a Gallagher show? Well, in time-space terms, she's 1,000 Gallagher shows away.
Well,
that third piece is essential to the coordinate. We need it if we want any chance to find her.
The,
Excellent. By now you understand the importance of my
that
discovery.
joke didn't age well.
Go to the last environment. The final code piece will lead you right to my position.
If she does that one more time, I'm putting up a sign that says no girl time agents allowed.
I don't think I know anything about Gallagher.
Gage, this is your colon. Eat more, Bran.
Christ, are you kidding me with this guy?
The whole space-time continuum concept is actually quite simple. You see, Gage, space and time are actually just floating along in a big lava lamp.
These aren't even jokes. It's like I'm waiting for the punchline. It's like, all right, get to it. Nothing. Oh, he's the hammer guy. I remember him. Can't see the inherent humor of a balding man smashing a watermelon. I know they made, first of all, I haven't saved, like, at all. So I should probably save, Gallagher. So there's, I figure we have to come here because there's nowhere else we can go. So there's got to be a rope in here somewhere. Oh, here we go.
That rope ladder is like one of your modern ladders in many respects, only more rope-like.
We have rope ladders now, idiots. Are you kidding me? Rope ladders are a thing. I have like no patience for Arthur. Maybe I was kind of hoping Arthur was still dead. Or, you know, disappeared forever. And I forgot that he came back in this game. So what do I do with this then? Oh, do I put it like up here? There we go. Wait, I need to look at that. Okay, I guess I'm not going to. Because that didn't look like it would hold up at all.
Oh no, the stairs are wasted. My parents are gonna be pissed.
Your parents are pissed for many other reasons, Arthur. I figured this is just like, this feels just like tutorial area. Like this is how you move from place to place. You pick up items. Any time codes in here? I'd like to look around. I don't remember the alien subplot at all. Interesting. Alright. Where else can we go? We can't, like, go out. Oh, here we go. Up the ladder. Up the ladder. There we go. Right also thinks Puppet Guy is fun. I was actually just thinking about Jeff Dunham. Like, years and years.
This island isn't deserted, it's been attacked. Something destroyed the city's seawalls and flooded it.
There it is. And it's like, I don't remember anything about him other than I used to think he was funny. And now it's like, I haven't heard anything else about him, but apparently I'm supposed to not think he's funny now. And I just don't think he's funny because I'm done watching a guy with puppets. But apparently he's also like pro-right and awful. Man, they're here too, huh? These aliens are just jerks.
That Cyrolan ship completely leveled that building. But the Cyrolans are supposed to be the good guys. The founders of the symbiotree. Why would our allies attack? We need to get to the bottom of this. Let me check out the time code. We've got her! Computing her position now. According to these coordinates, Agent 3 is hiding 14 days before your present time on a different planet. Possibly Jupiter or Saturn.
Jupiter?
Have her position now.
You can't live on Jupiter.
Ready for anything, Gage.
Now you know that aliens destroyed Atlantis, Shangri-La, and El Dorado. Imagine how history would have been different if those cities were spared. The TSA must know of our discovery. With the last timepiece, you should have the coordinate for my position. I will be waiting.
Build that wall. I don't know why it's flickering like that.
Gage, I didn't think the TSA would send you. How can you ignore what I've shown you? Think of your duty to history.
What would you know about duty? You're coming with me now.
Wait, before you arrest me, there's someone here who may convince you further.
Why do you plague me in my final moments? You took away my lab, my life.
Didn't you try?
Dr. Sinclair, I saw you in the past. Fleeing the destruction of Atlantis. What were you doing there?
Atlantis! You saw its destruction. Then you know that the most beautiful city in history was destroyed by our benevolent protectors.
Yes, I saw it all, Elliot. But why did the Cyrolans attack? They're our allies.
They raised Atlantis. It was an unrelenting fire. When the Cyrolans came back 10 years ago, I tried to warn Earth, and nobody would listen. And I was imprisoned by you for my foresight.
I need to know more. Who were the Cyrolans fighting?
Long ago, I believed in higher
You still did very bad things.
I took it as my purpose to heal and shepherd the world. But the world turned its back on me. And this is my reward for a lifetime of faith. Goodbye, Agent Flatwood.
Elliot.
What's happening? Did he just call his stewardess? He did call his stewardess.
Can anyone around here follow orders? William, the chameleon prototype was top secret. You're in this just as deep as Gage is.
Well, now you look stupid.
You can't imagine the trouble you've caused us. Lock her up! I should throw you in with Agent 3 for insubordination. But the truth is...
Look at those wacky aliens in the back.
We're in the middle of a crisis. The Breaker Quadrant was attacked only hours ago.
What? There hasn't been an attack on the Symbiotree in decades. Do we know who?
We haven't been able to identify the ships. They smashed through our frontier outpost. They're on an intercept course for Earth. The Cerolans have cautioned us to ready our planetary defenses, and are here to offer their support and counsel.
Gage Blackwood. I am Gisela, the Cerolan ambassador to Earth. In this time of crisis, we've come to ask you for your aid.
Those same ships have been on Earth before. They were fighting your people, Ambassador. Gage, tell them what you saw.
Hell, is she still here? Get her out of my sight.
That's a good question. How is she still here?
While I was in the past, I saw a craft similar to that when battling Cerolan ships. I was in Atlantis, Ambassador. I know what your race did.
What the hell are you talking about, Gage?
Be calm, Commissioner Baldwin. My government has never permitted me to admit this. In your distant past, we defended your planet against a savage race, the Quothalas. When my race was young, an elder race called the Sosequi had already passed. They left only whispered legends of their
This sounds stupid.
a relic that contained their vast knowledge. A trail of legends led us to Earth, and it was at Atlantis that we met the Quothalas. After words of peace failed. We both fought with a frightening passion for our birthright. When one of the Quothalas ships landed near the temple, we had no choice but to destroy the city. We still believe that action saved your world, and many others.
Your quest for the legacy has resulted in the destruction of 3 civilizations from our history.
The Quothalas were butchers. We saved your Earth from enslavement.
I love how she keeps telling people to stop.
Atlantis, we battled the Quothalas hordes for centuries. Twice more during your history, the legacy's influence resurfaced in the form of 2 highly advanced human cultures. Sadly, each of the cities were destroyed in brutal battles. After the 3rd city fell, we were able to crush the Quothalas. We assumed they were gone forever.
Commissioner, I'm receiving a message from deep space.
Deep space, you say?
Earth. You must turn over the legacy and time travel technology. The birthright of the Quothalas. If you do not, there will be dire consequences.
The situation is desperate. The Symbiotree defense fleet is scattered, and the Quothalas Armada more formidable than ever. That is why we have come here. With the legacy, we may be able to stop the Quothalas. Without it, the Symbiotree might not be able to protect Earth this time.
You need us for our time travel technology. You're asking us to go back to the cities before their destruction to search for this legacy.
Is what
Let me go
about?
back, Commissioner. I've been to the
Oh,
cities
the thing on
to find
screen?
this
I don't know.
At the very least, it will give the Earth a bar.
It looked like a butt.
You wouldn't even know where to start looking.
In each of the cities, the attacks seem concentrated over the central temples. The legacy may be hidden in one of them.
Doesn't look as though we have much of a choice.
But
this is going to happen our way, Ambassador. This will be an Earth investigation only. The Earth government will be made aware of everything you've disclosed.
My government should not have kept this from you for so long. I hope this will not hurt the kinship between Cyril and Earth.
Very well, Gage. I'm sending you on a mission to search for this.
You know what this feels like?
William, program 3 jump coordinates to each of the 3 cities approximately 1 day before they will be destroyed.
They should be uploading to your suit in a moment.
How will I know this legacy when I see it?
All of the Cyrolan legends describing the legacy.
This feels like a Journeyman project fan fiction.
Sosequi relic that our archaeologists discovered on another planet. We believe this symbol is a Sosequi marking that represents their legacy. The true legacy might also bear this mark. Good fortune, Agent Blackwood.
This feels like going way too advanced into a game that doesn't have that advanced of a plot to begin with. Quantum Leap is a national treasure.
Meanwhile, back at the Batcave...
Shut up, Arthur.
Gage, tell me honestly. You're really the only guy that works here.
Okay,
right?
that's the first intelligent thing he said. Let's go to the Mediterranean Sea, I guess. This is very familiar. This I remember. I don't remember what to do in this area, but I remember this scenery.
That door might be a trap. Door.
Thanks. I feel like a compulsion to hit it every time because something he says might be relevant, but it ends up being like a terrible pun. Take these. I don't know why I need them. Please tell me I don't have to put them right here.
We have a lot of ground to cover, so if you get stuck, we can always time jump to another environment. Don't fret. I'll log the precise coordinates, so when you choose to return, we'll appear exactly on the spot where we left.
This is baby's first puzzles. Like, fine, you got some gears here. Let's put them in this spot, literally right next to it. I mean, I'm okay with baby's first puzzles, but it's almost, like, insultingly easy.
Igor, pull the first lever. Igor,
I need a lever that won't drive me crazy.
I don't even know that song.
A few more turns, Gage. Heave! Put your back into it, laddie.
I don't know what this is doing, but the robot told me to, so let's keep going, I guess. I don't know. What do you got to say?
I think this lever controls a clutch mechanism for the windmill. When you pull the lever, those snail-shaped wheels lift that toothed cylinder up the shaft and meshing it from that wooden gear on the floor. I'd say it's disengaging the sail assembly from the main drive shaft so the sails spin freely. I guess you didn't get that issue of Popular Windmills. Another trapdoor. Looks like the only exit. Unless you want to jump out the window.
So basically I just gotta do this until the thing behind me opens. Is that what I'm getting at here? Or do I gotta go out that way? Oh, maybe we gotta go out this way. Like, it doesn't, none of these seem to be opening the trap door, and the only other way I can go seems to be through here. Although now I don't even have a direction to go that way. So I'm gonna be on the one, like, only one of them actually let me go, so. It's a good game. And it's like, I'm not even pushing the button that says, hey. Like, send the thing forward. Okay. His thing is lit up.
There's the broken windmill spar. Now that we have it aligned, we should be able to walk out onto it.
Alright. So now, can I, like... I see. What kind of useless windmill is hand-powered?
The first description of Atlantis in literature was from Plato in a series of discussions from his works Timaeus and Critias. According to Plato, Atlantis was a utopia that existed somewhere in the Western Ocean. It was never known whether Plato was actually describing the fabled lost continent or fabricating an elaborate concept to help prove an argument, as he was known to do. We shouldn't stand here for too long. From up here, we're likely to be seen. Oh, hi down there. Who, us? Just a couple of windmill repairmen doing their job. Gage, quick, show 'em your butt crack. Anyway, we should find the guys quickly before we really are spotted.
Alrighty. And by find them, you mean just walk along the wall of the city then. Let's do that. Also, this is supposed to be Atlantis? This doesn't look like a paradise. This looks like a village.
Go on, Gage. Take a flying leap.
Like, this looks like a trading dock.
Remember, don't look down. I told you not to look down. Now you better use the umbrella.
How do I... So I can wait... Okay. Oh, wow, we're just like... We're just parkouring this, huh? I still got a stick. Did I pick anything else up? Not look like it. So, going...
Avast, ye landlubbers. Ye face Arthur the Terrible and Blackwood the mildly terrible, but still writes his mom. Strike ye colors and prepare to be barred.
Don't mind me. I'm feeling particularly naughty today.
Yeah, I got that. I got that, Arthur. So going back to the, like, what, $75 worth of video game you would have had to pay back then? What would you guys have felt had you paid the equivalent of $75 for Journeyman 3?
Fluffy, what kind of cruise ship is this? No skipper, no Marianne, no professor? Probably no shuffleboard or holes in the hull. I'm leaving.
I mean, where else could you get awesome Gilligan's Island jokes? In the grand old year of, what, 1995, whenever this came out? How do I get out of here? Just jump?
Sorry, Gage, but you can't go any further. There's a native just out of sight ahead. You're going to have to assume a chameleon guise before you can go that way.
Captain's log, star date 1262 BC. On a routine expedition, we've stumbled upon a strange Atlantean vessel with no crew. I'm hoping to rescue a naive alien mermaid shackled within the brig of this ship.
Alright, I've got a chameleon guise, don't I? Don't I have, like, the guy from the future? Can I use his guise? I need to pick up somebody's guys.
Those large earthenware containers strewn about the docks are called pithoi. Bronze Age Mediterranean cultures used them to hold liquids like oil and wine. When full, they would be incredibly heavy, which is why I assume they have the loading crane. And when you need a crane to unload your booze, it's time to admit you have a problem.
He's the guy from the future. Why not? Looks like just a regular old dude.
Many huge terracotta pots like those pithoi were uncovered in the excavation of Knossos, the Minoan capital on Crete. Many of them ranged up to 9 feet tall and 6 feet in diameter. It's amazing they could turn pots that large, let alone fire them. All those handles were to distribute the weight over multiple ropes when they moved them.
And we're getting so much detail about Atlantis from just the worst guy. Here's somebody.
I'm fairly certain that the dock ship is of Egyptian make. What would it be doing here so far from home?
Hey! Let's be the ferryman. Let's go talk to him.
It almost looks like he's waiting for a passenger. Maybe the guy is some sort of ferryman. If so, he must know the lay of the land.
Go down there and talk to him then. It's fine if we look the same.
A boat would take us pretty far in this one seahorse town. Maybe we should ask him to take us somewhere.
And that's what I'm trying to do. It probably is not going to let me talk to him as him, though. Surprised Arthur isn't yelling at me about it. What I can do, though, is go get back on the ship and go talk to the guy on the ship, get his face, and then go talk to the ferryman. And pick up this thing right here.
Hey, I'm always good for a gaff.
I don't get it.
What's a gaff, you ask?
According to the Book of Webster, chapter 5, verse 4, a spear or pole topped with a curved hook.
In my dictionary, it's a useful thing to have in one's inventory.
So we're just gonna steal it. I'm down. I mean, we are dressed up as this guy, so who cares if he, you know, somebody sees him stealing something. So here's a dude. Alright, so we have, like, what?
Where's your modesty? You can't change your clothes in front of a stranger.
Do not frown upon me with those eyes. If we were in my country, it is you who would be the prisoner.
Oh, were you a slave?
So, what country are you from?
I hail from the proud and strong land of Egypt, the land of pharaohs.
Why are you tied up?
You ask me? It was your ships that attacked, unprovoked, and brought us here. If it were my choice, we would be far from this miserable little island by now.
I mean, I'm just a ferryman.
I can see that you don't want to be disturbed. I'll go now.
Praise Osiris! Some peace at last.
He's a cagey fellow, but I guess being locked up will do that. Still, he seems to be waiting for someone in particular.
Nothing from you then. Alright, the important thing is now we can go over there with the other guy's garb, stab the ferryman with the pike, and then get a boat all for ourselves. But before we do that, let's check over here, just in case. Ooh!
Coins for a blind beggar. A few coins for a blind old beggar.
How many coins?
Sorry, I can't help you.
Looks like nasty weather.
Nasty weather? That's strange. Even a cautious weatherman would tell you that today is a parasailing day.
I'm gonna say no.
Well, if a clear blue sky and warm sunshine are your personal demons.
I take it you've come to collect on my debt. As I said before, I will repay you when I can. Please understand, I am a modest man with modest means. It is difficult enough just to scrape together enough to eat.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm gonna stab you.
Coins for a blind beggar.
What if I show up as someone else? Probably nothing with the beggar. Let's show up as the slave. And I don't think that guy cares because he's blind, but just in case. I bet you dollars to donuts Arthur's gonna get pissed if I try. I stand corrected.
A few coins for a blind old beggar.
I don't have any money.
Sorry, I can't help you.
Looks like nasty weather.
What happens if I say no? Or yes, I mean.
It would seem so, yes.
Well, then perhaps you had better move indoors. You would not want to be caught in the rain.
You're weird, bro. Alright, next.
A few coins.
Sorry. It would...
What is Arthur? He's the translation chip. He said he lives in the translation now, so he talks for us. Which, you know, I guess I'll give the game credit for that. That's something he's actually supposed to be doing, like a useful droid, instead of cracking wise at every opportunity. Well, Gage hardly ever talked in the other games. You need to learn a few more bars, champ.
Oh, where can I take you?
Temple, I guess.
The temple.
That will be 10
I don't have any money.
Sorry, I've got no money.
Oh, come back when you find some money then, huh?
Some things never change. The rich ride the ferry, the poor learn to swim.
Alright, what is your plan then?
We know this taxi doesn't run for free. We need to find some local currency. Maybe there's a native around here that knows the exchange rate.
Can we go steal from the beggar? Maybe we can, like, get that guy's money out of him. Because he obviously seemed like he was in debt. Maybe he's not even blind. Buttspot missed a prime opportunity to say that, steal that beggar's butt.
A few coins for a blind old beggar.
Sorry, I can't help. I'm sorry, I would have to disagree.
Really? I could have sworn I felt a star moving in. Well, then, in that case, I think I'll stay here and get some rest.
Do we have to change into the Ferryman guy? Because that's who we were talking before.
Sorry, yeah. Another ugly day in paradise.
I take it you've come to collect on my debt. As I said before, I will repay you when I can. Please understand, I am a modest man with modest means.
Give me your money.
Difficult enough just to scrape together
Is he
enough to
dubbed?
eat.
Not that I know of. I know the audio is a little wonky. We tried to fix it earlier.
Coins for a blind beggar.
Alright, well, we're not going to get any money out of that guy. Maybe the captain can help us. Whatever happened with becoming an Aztec god, that future didn't happen. How do we get back on the boat? There we go. That was a future that did not come to be.
Yes? A few coins for a blind old beggar? All right. Right, coins.
Really?
Is there not something you wish to say?
Thank you.
Oh, yes, of course. Where are my manners? Thank you, friend.
No, that's not... That is to say... I fear you are not whom I was expecting.
Well.
I must go now.
Very well, then.
The important thing is that I got money. How much money did I get? We're in the multiverse theory. It'll definitely happen. It's the monkeys at the keyboard philosophy. You guys like the soundtrack of just boats moving in the harbor? I think they blew their load with the soundtrack in the opening. And also this guy right here, who desperately wants to open up an anime with his recorder. I mean, I like it, but I'm like, we have nothing else we could add on to that other than this guy's music.
No, not this time. Look, I have to make a living too, you know. Try your luck with someone else.
There are no other ferrymen at this dock.
Well then, I guess you'll just have to wait for one.
Okay, he sees us as a beggar, so we need to change our... Dang it! Arthur gets mad. He's like, you can't change your chameleon guys in front of someone. So, in case you missed the exciting lore, Sprawl, we are in Atlantis. The game decided to move out of real locations and decided to give us fictional ones this game.
Ah, where to now, huh?
Take me to the temple.
The temple.
That will be 10 dromoi.
Do I have 10 dromoi? I guess that was 10. Nice.
I am Kashani, but everyone calls me Kashi. You must be the captain of the boat they captured just this morning. I know how you feel. I am a victim too. The Atlanteans capture anyone that passes by. Now, the Atlanteans have kept their city secret for over 1,000 years. Whenever a ship passes too close, they capture it and they force the crew to live here as second-class
I
citizens.
don't remember asking for a tour.
No one is allowed to leave. The rules are very strict. Okay, this is it. Have a good day now.
Nice. I mean, you even got money still. I don't know how much gold that guy actually gave us, but it must have been quite a bit. Ooh. Ourselves a guard.
No second-class citizens in the temple.
What's wrong with me?
So, why aren't second-class citizens allowed in?
By decree of the Templars.
Who is allowed into the temple?
Only native Atlantean citizens making deliveries or possessing a gold temple medallion.
I'll need
may
the
enter.
medallion, it looks like.
What
This
kind
guy
of
does
things
not
get
want to
delivered
answer our questions.
Anything the Templars have need of. Today, deliveries are expected from the olive oil and potter shops.
You want to give me more hints on how to get into the building?
What medallion?
A gold medallion bearing the seal of the temple. How do you expect to gain entry without one?
Apparently I'll have a delivery.
Well, then it would seem that I'm not going to the temple.
I don't know why this guy is on such low resolution compared to everything else. Every other, this whole scene is like 140p.
He barred you from entering because you were a second-class citizen. Sounds like the city has set up some sort of rigid caste system. Maybe you could imitate the guise of another person a few rungs higher on the social ladder and find a way around the lock guard.
I could be, can I just be like another guard that looks exactly like him? Like, I'm here to take over your shift.
Sorry, Gage. You can't approach someone with their guise.
Okay. What about the beggar? What does he say to the beggar? Probably nothing. Think we can just, like, bribe him?
Padros, you blaspheme the order, and you have the nerve to come crawling back? If you set foot in the temple, they will not likely be so merciful this time. Now be gone with you, old man.
Apparently this old guy's got some history with everybody. Alright, we can't do that yet. Get killed. You can't get killed in this game. I don't think.
No, not this time. Look, I have to make a living too, you know. Try your luck with
I
someone
forgot
else.
we have got to change out.
I'll pay back what I owe you.
I see the wine and song of your festival has loosened pockets as well as tongues. Look, do yourself a favor, huh? Keep your money and try your luck with someone else, huh?
What is he talking about? I'll pay you. This is the third... Is the third game the game you played before? Yes, but I remember almost none of it. Like, I will tell you the exact place I remember and have remembered for like many years. Can I be a guard?
Oh, sorry. I'm waiting for someone. Please find another ferry.
Fair enough. I like this guy.
Oh, so where are we off to this time?
Take me to oil vendor.
The olive oil
Yeah.
shop. That'll be 10 dramoy.
Yeah, I've got it. I sure hope I don't like run out of Dramoy.
Do not lose hope, huh? You are not alone. Many of the non-natives refuse to live as captives. They have formed an underground resistance group and are planning to escape the island. Last I heard, they were almost ready. They will probably contact you soon if they have not already.
The captain of the
Do
ship
not tell anyone what I have told you.
gave me some. He gave some to the old man, and because he was expecting somebody else, he said. But I wasn't. He like regretted giving me that money.
All right, we've arrived. Thank you for your business, eh?
He kept duping their money. We're gonna collect so many guises. I tell you what. I mean, theoretically, I haven't actually duped any money yet. Oh, look at this guy. Nice. Now I can be Potter.
Normally, Gage, I would tell you not to touch anything while you're in a store. But you're older now. Go ahead, play with the machine. That's Mr. Atlantean 1281 BC. Still looking good, champ.
Is this last one? Yes.
My, he has a big pot. This must be the craftsman responsible for all those monstrous pithoi around the city.
Down, then right here. Okay, let's talk to him.
The shop is for paying customers only.
Beg your pardon. I am a guard, and you will treat me with respect.
I am sorry. I am much too busy for customers today. Perhaps if it is not a problem, you could come back in a couple of days?
Why are you so busy?
Oh, I have yet a dozen pots to fire before the Kalos Kalire celebration. Oh, it is unfair. Oh, the festival is finally here, and I am missing it because I have to make the wine amphore.
Sorry, your video keeps buffering.
Kalos Kalire?
The final day of the festival? The great battle? Honestly, I am much too busy. Maybe you should come back in a couple of days.
No, I demand you answer my questions now.
What's in the kiln?
My pots. If I do not watch them carefully, they could crack. And if that happens, I will never make it to the festival. Oh, if only my sister would finish making the olive oil.
Why do you need the olive oil?
You have a sister?
Yes, she makes olive oil. Her shop is next door.
It looks like you've got a lot to do. I'll just be on my way.
Things will be back to normal in 2 days, I promise.
Alright. Well, Atlantis doesn't exist, so I mean...
Minoan artists were renowned in their day for their unique skill. They rejected the notion of rigid geometry in their work, creating beautiful art pieces that emphasize natural scenes.
Alright, cool.
Minoan women enjoyed many privileges that were not extended in other civilizations of this time period. Adult women of Minoa were known to be endowed with wealth, title, and huge tracts of land.
Alright, let's go visit the oil vendor. I asked the ferryman to send us to the oil vendor, didn't I? So maybe the potter and the oil vendor are both in the same place. Excuse me. Oh God. Take this. I just tried to quick save. F5 does not work.
Well, good morning. I'm surprised to see an Atlantean who is not at the festival. Well, my brother and I aren't, only because we have too much work to do before the Kalos Kalir celebration tomorrow.
Thank you for your life story. Can I just buy some olive oil?
Might I know your brother?
Perhaps. He is Telos, the potter, next door. I must warn you, he is grumpy because he has too much work to go to the festival. I think sometimes he forgets that sacrifice is the purest form of homage.
Homage.
So why is everyone making such a fuss about the Kalos Kalire?
Shame on you. You were born here, you know its significance.
Nobody told her to quit, and nobody said that her scene was done.
I'm busy, eh? What could be so important that it can't be put off?
I have got to fill all these amphora before the celebration, and then we must deliver them. It takes 2 of us to lift one. But, of course, it is only a small measure of my devotion. The Earth Mother's blessings can never be repaid.
So, I'm definitely going to hide as your brother, right? We're going to get some olive oil and get into the palace.
Where are you delivering them to?
Some will go to residences and some will go to the temple, but most we will bring to the Colosseum. If you look closely, you will see they are stamped with the seals of their owners, so we know where to deliver them to.
Everyone's so forthcoming here.
Well, I should leave you to your work.
Earth Mother's blessings.
Alright, time to pretend to be her bro. I don't know if this will do anything special, but... And we really are quantum leaping this.
What are you doing here? I thought you wanted to go to the festival. How do you expect to find the time if you do not finish your work?
Come on, sis. Go to the festival. Let's cut loose.
The last of my amphorae are in the kiln.
Well, should you not be watching them then?
I don't tell you how... Watch for me.
Can you watch them for me?
Sorry, Telos. I do not have the time.
Look, I just want some olive oil.
Are you busy?
Look around. All these amphorae must be filled before tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just go back to my shop then.
Maybe I can help you a little later, Telos.
Okay, I'm not going to be able to get olive oil from her right now. Maybe I can go as the sister and talk to the potter. Now we don't even have the boats. It's just like super quiet. It's like, ugh.
Could just be me, but I'm having trouble seeing the family resemblance between the potter and the olive oil vendor. Which one do you think looks like the mailman?
Wow. Hey, hey, pot guy. My robot in my head said that your mom slept around.
Tira, have you already finished making the olive oil? Oh, I envy you. I still have a dozen pots left in the kiln. They will not be ready for at least 3 hours. Meanwhile, I am stuck here with nothing to do but to wait and watch.
Sounds like the beginning of like a stepsister video.
Stuck here? Is there somewhere that you need to go?
That is not funny. You know how I've been looking forward to the festival, and tomorrow is the last day.
Oh, we could tell them that we'll watch the pots.
Gee, that's too bad. With all this work you've got to do, it looks like you're gonna miss it.
You are enjoying this, are you not? Whatever did I do to deserve such treatment?
I'll watch your stupid pots.
Okay, I can take a hint. Go ahead, I'll watch the M4A.
Truly? Oh, thank you, Tira. Remember to turn them so that they do not crack.
Yeah, all of your stupid pots are gonna break. And I'm not gonna even feel a little bad about it. Hey, music started. Would you rather have to eat a bowl full of worms or a live frog? I have no idea. I'll take this. Now we pillage. By we'll watch them, I mean we'll just take everything that is not nailed down. You're allowed to kill the frog? I assume no.
The oven looks interesting. Go poke your head inside and see if anything's cooking.
I assume the only way you would be allowed to kill the frog is you know, with your teeth.
That smells like breakfast.
Can I do anything with these? He said to turn them, but... Is that lava down there? Like, I don't think I'm actually going to turn them. See what Arthur has to say. He obviously thinks something's important over there.
That plate thing in the middle of the oven is a lazy Susan. Not a very PC term, I know, but that's what they use to turn objects in the oven.
Oh yeah, alright. So do I have anything in here that would be useful? I could melt down a coin? No. No. Alright, so if I need to cook something... I like the thought of the huge argument this family's gonna have later when all of these pots are broken.
Looks like the potter already left with his own boat to the festival.
That was quick. It looks like Atlantis is basically just Venice. You're a lady. Check yourself out. I mean, I can't go into third person view if that's what you're asking. What is this? What am I supposed to do with this? Can I put anything on here? Cool. Okay. I'm not seeing anything I need to necessarily do right this minute.
Looks like that wheel near the kiln turns the lazy Susan so an object can be cooked by the fire.
Yeah, I know, but what? I don't need to cook anything. I tried all my things, but I wasn't close. Maybe... No. I guess we're missing something. Exactly. It's like when you show up someplace, it's like, this might be useful, and it's literally the first thing you see. You just pick it up for no reason whatsoever. We are getting extremely close to where I got stuck when I played it. Oh, can I like fill the gourd up with water? No. Yeah, I figure I've got to go somewhere else.
Ah, back again, I see. Where to this time?
Let's go to the dock.
The dock.
I can take you there for 10.
Actually, the dock is where we were at before.
Goodbye.
Perhaps another time, then.
The windmill's where we started.
Ah, back again, I see. Where to this time?
The windmill.
I can take you there for 10 tremoy.
We haven't actually searched everything yet, so we still got some time.
You know, in Nubia, we lived on the Great Nile, and we had a saying: the river floods so that life may begin anew. Because sometimes life has a plan all its own, and there's nothing you can do. So you might as well make the best of it. Besides, life is not so bad here. Most of the people are friendly. I have a roof over my head and food
I
on the
didn't ask
table.
about your life.
The resistance offered me a chance to leave, but I decided to stay. No, this is my home now. Here it is. Take care of it.
You know, I mean, I should run out of gold. The guy in the boat, like, seemed like he gave me like a couple coins. This is the windmill.
Interesting. The beehive architecture of this windmill reflects the style used by the Mycenaeans in constructing tombs. It's quite a departure from the simple post and lintel construction they and the Minoans used for most of their architecture.
Alright.
Ingenious. They erected a system of these windmills, actually wind pumps, to pump water out of the island. They probably use them now to keep the water levels consistent and to replace water they lose every time they use
You know, I'm not feeling these, like, these green stripes down the thorax here. Like, you see up in the picture up there how, like, it's like dark green, dark green. I'm thinking maybe just doing this entire bottom section in this light green.
Wind pumps are actually a very ancient technology. The Egyptians were known to have used them, and even into the 20th century, sail-powered wind pumps could be seen irrigating the plains of Crete.
I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do that whole section green. Was there something? We didn't go into the bottom of the windmill because we got stuck at like the top of the windmill. Maybe there's something in here. Is there like a windmill keeper that we can steal the guys of? There is! Excellent.
Looks like a nasty weather.
Well, if you insist.
Storms can appear from nowhere this time of year.
There's some like...
Well, when in Atlantis, do as the Atlanteans do, I suppose. And just for kicks, I'll add "looks like nasty weather" to your dialogue repertoire as a greeting.
Still looks like nasty weather.
Why does everyone keep saying that? It looks nice enough to me.
Perhaps, but the windmill keeper must be prepared for the worst.
You cannot talk to someone in there, guys. Alright, can I, like, change out of that? Like, what if I show up as the ferryman? Will that have different... Actually, you know what? The beggar said that too. So let's go in as the beggar.
Gage, he said it looks like nasty weather too. Unless the neighborhood calls the same psychic weather advisor, something definitely smells fishy in Atlantis. And it's not the tide.
Padros, why have you come? You were supposed to tell Ahmed. Quickly leave before you're seen.
Okay.
Methinks our friend doth forecast too much. It sounds like he's more interested in how we respond to his weather prediction than about the weather itself.
I mean, kinda.
For what reason do you return? It is not time yet. Come back tomorrow.
You're all dying tomorrow. I don't think the windmill keeper knows anything specific. Can I, like, go in as the guard and just, like, make him pee his pants?
How dare you burst into my home? You have no reason
This
to
is
be
a
here.
windmill.
I must ask you to leave immediately.
This is a windmill. Go in as the lady, I guess. I doubt it's him.
Get out!
That would be against the rules. Benghazi Pizza Basement. He's gonna get upset again, you watch.
Get out!
I want to look at whatever that thing is down there. Is there anything else in here that I can pilfer from your home? It's not. Well, this guy gave me the hint. You know what? I bet you I know what we need to do. We need to go back to the dock.
Although Atlantis is often thought of as a Greek civilization, there were many anthropologists who believed that Atlantis actually was derived from the Minoan civilization. Judging by their architecture, I think their guess was right.
Let's go back to the boat where we first met the captain. Talk to the dude that gave you the coin. Yeah. We're going to talk to him as the windmill guy. Because those two both use the weather.
Ah, so where shall I take you now, huh?
The dock.
The dock.
That will be 10 dromoi, please.
I don't think you can run out of money, which is good.
You are probably wondering, where is everybody? Let me tell you, they are all at the festival. Oh, such a celebration you never did see. I call it the end of the world party. Because the way they carry on, oh boy, you would think that there will be no more tomorrow. I think it's in honor of the Earth Mother. But I don't know much about their religion. Since you're not a native Atlantean, I am sure that the olive oil vendor would be happy to tell you all about it.
Can you only use boat as the solution? Yeah, well, we paid with this guy, so he's waiting for us.
Okay, now, be careful getting out of the boat.
But he's like, if we talk to him as someone else, he's like, oh, sorry, I'm waiting for someone. Alright, let's go talk to this guy. Actually, we should probably talk to the beggar, too, because the beggar also has talked about the weather.
A few coins for a blind old beggar.
Beggar.
Thank you, friend. Looks like nasty weather.
You don't know the half of it.
What are you doing here? Unless it is important, you should be waiting for the captain at the windmill. I will inform you if that plan changes.
Interesting. So the captain is supposed to go to the windmill. Didn't we go to the windmill as the captain?
Amun! We thought you lost at sea. But now I see the truth with mine own eyes. Your ship was captured, just as mine has been, yes?
Yes.
How were you captured?
We're returning to Egypt with a full load of silk, when my gaze fell upon this god-forsaken island. We sailed close for a better look, and by the time we saw the warships, all chance of escape was lost.
Looks like nasty weather.
I've been instructed not to speak to anyone but my contact.
Okay.
Well, they'll probably be back to release you soon. I must return to my windmill.
So who's his contact? Is it the beggar? It might be the beggar. Because we talked to the beggar earlier. Or we talked to him as the beggar earlier. Looks like nasty weather.
What now?
Looks like nasty weather.
Yes. It may even rain. So you are my contact then? Were it not for these bonds, I would have been able to meet you as planned. But I have spoken to a member of my crew. He will be coming to free me later. Once I am released, I will seek you out.
I think I'm starting to pierce through the dark storm clouds of deceit. It looks like we've stumbled upon an arranged meeting between the captain and the beggar. They're using code words to communicate. I'll add the bit about it may even rain to your dialogue choices.
Thanks.
I must go now.
Very well then.
Okay, do we want to talk to the beggar? Yeah, the beggar can probably talk. We can probably talk to him now. Not as the beggar, although the beggar's blind, so. He's gonna get upset because we're not at the windmill, right?
A few coins
for a blind beggar.
Old beggar. Thank you, friend. Looks like nasty weather.
Yes, it may even rain.
What are you doing here? Unless it is important, you should be waiting for the captain at the windmill.
This isn't.
I will inform you if that plan changes.
This is important. He's not. He's locked up.
Coins
For a blind beggar. So now we should talk to the windmill guy? We should talk to the windmill guy as the captain. Talk to the beggar as the captain. What? I thought we did that. Like a million times. Did we trip a flag and now it actually works? He said that the guy at the windmill was waiting for the captain. Let's see what he says now.
Yes, it may even rain.
Ah, good. I am glad to see that they finally let you off the ship. My name is Padros the Atlantean. Let me start by saying that I make no excuses for my people. They have no right to treat you this way. I wanted to meet with you to give you a chance to escape this prison island. There is an underground network of captives who are willing to risk their lives for a chance to return to their homelands. I have been meeting with them to organize an escape. With my knowledge of the island's inner workings, we have come up with a solid plan. We leave tomorrow, and we would like you to...
You shouldn't leave tomorrow. You should probably leave today.
Why do you call this a prison island?
Yours is not the first ship to be captured by the Atlantean fleet. The people of Atlantis go to such lengths to ensure that their private utopia remains unspoiled by invaders or trade. But what makes it a utopia for native Atlanteans makes it a prison for their second-class citizens. No one is allowed to leave. You will never see your homeland or your family again. Nor will you be granted temple rights.
What's your plan, boss?
So, what's your plan?
Your skills were impressed upon me by a fellow countryman of yours, Amun, the Egyptian. He will give you the details of the plan, and you can find him at the windmill nearest to us. When he asks about the weather, tell him it is going to be a long winter.
Okay.
So why should I trust you?
It is true. You have no reason to trust me. All I can tell you is that this may be your one and only chance to escape. If you do not take advantage of it, you may very well regret that decision for the rest of your life.
I don't know. It sounds pretty risky. What if we're caught?
Death will most certainly be the punishment for this crime. But even death is preferable to living as a prisoner.
Are you sure? I mean, this place isn't too bad. Yeah, the plan needs to be today. Tomorrow's not good for anybody. Now we need to go talk to the windmill guy. We need to tell him that the other thing he said. I don't think we actually gained anything by sending the pottery guy to the festival. Other than breaking all of his pottery that he's been working so hard for. Actually, you know what? Let's go back to the windmill.
The windmill.
That will be 10.
Dramoy. We should let the this guy in on the whole rebellion thing. Although he said he wants to stay here now, so no. Alright. Let's go check this out. Yeah, he said he wanted this was his island now. But you know, that's fair. You make a living here. Comes your home.
still looks like nasty weather.
Yes, it looks like it's going to be a long winter.
Ah, good. Then the beggar has convinced you to join us, Ahmed. How long has it been? 10 years? 12?
11.
It's good to see you again, old friend. Well, now you see that my ship was not lost at sea. Surely everyone must think that. But soon, I will be able to tell them the truth myself.
How did you end up here?
In the same manner as you. My ship was captured while on a trading voyage. They brought me back here and haven't allowed me to set foot on a ship since. I had no choice but to find work on the island. Me, a man of the sea, forced to take work as a windmill keeper. Oh, but none of that matters now.
Who is the beggar?
He goes by the name Padros. He is an outcast Atlantean Templar. Many years ago, while only an initiate, he was blinded and expelled from the Order.
Is he actually
simply
blind?
Because he expressed disagreement with their holding of the Galeth's powers.
I guess he would be, because we couldn't use
His
the
harsh
chameleon
punishment
thing.
was a message to other initiates who felt as he did.
Throw this guy.
Do not worry that Padros is an Atlantean. He is a good man who believes in our cause.
What's the Galeth?
The Galeth is the Atlanteans' most important religious artifact. They foolishly believe it has life-giving powers. So strong is their belief that they keep it hidden from covetous eyes within the inner temple. It is always protected by a guardian Templar.
What's a Templar?
I have never forsaken our beliefs for their religious nonsense, but I do know that the Templars are to the Atlanteans as the High Priests are to us.
There were other initiates who agreed with Padros?
Yes, his best friend Saros finished Templar training and passed the rite of initiation, even though he secretly agreed with Padros. They have not spoken since.
What is the final rite of initiation?
More nonsense. They say the initiates must commune with the Galeth and ask its blessing to become a Guardian Templar. Supposedly, if they are worthy, the Galeth grants them eternal life.
So, what's the escape plan?
The plan is to escape the island while everyone is celebrating the Caras Calera.
Aren't they already celebrating that?
Padros and I have uncovered a secret passage to the inner temple. Tomorrow, I will escort Padros through the passage to rescue his old friend Saros and escape with the Galeth. After, we will meet at the outer docks, board 3 ships, and sail away undetected.
Wow. That sure is a plan. Oh god, look at the menu options now.
What's the Galeth?
The Galeth is the Atlanteans' most important religious artifact. They foolishly believe it has life-giving powers. So strong is their belief that they keep it hidden from covetous eyes within the inner temple. It is always protected by a guardian Templar.
What's the Galeth? There's an inner temple? Well, where is it and what's your secret passage?
The inner temple lies below the main temple at the bottom of the bay. Always seawater pours down into the inner temple, powering a clockwork device. That water drains out through a pipe that passes beneath this windmill. I have broken into the pipe, and it's large enough to crawl through.
Nasty weather. Why tomorrow? Let's do it
Why
today.
is the plan set for tomorrow?
Because forever water flows through the pipe, except during the Caras Calera. They claim the stream is redirected by their Earth Mother. Something about the lifting the Galeth in a column of water. Whatever the reason, the channel runs dry for just 1 hour on that day.
What do you mean, rescue Saros?
The sword falls swiftly upon Templars who seek to abandon the Order. Even straying from the grounds
that
is not
voice clip
permitted.
would get old
We've gotten word of a
like
plan
no
to guard
time at all.
Templar Soros. He has agreed to allow Padros access to the Galeth in return for helping him escape.
It's like base
the watchful
molecule
eyes
number
of his
1.
brethren.
So, what do you want of me?
We request only that you pilot one of the escape ships.
Courage. They've defeated
What
me
is
with
the Kalos
courage.
I do not know much about it, only that it is a rare event. I would suggest you ask the olive oil vendor. She is always willing to spread the tainted seed of their foolish beliefs.
It is tender, yeah, because it was abused. So
I'll speak to you later.
until I arbitrarily
Please.
bring it down again.
I must go up to fix the windmill, but you are welcome to stay if you like.
Oh, he left the windmill. Nasty weather, 10 bits. Maybe 5 bits. I don't have a choice. Those are the options. 0, 10, 25, 50, 1. Well, that was fun.
This is 3 now.
This is 3 dog. But I'm going to sleep because I'm tired. But we are going to maybe do this again tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. But until then, thanks for hanging out. You all have a fantastic evening. And I will see you later. Peace out.